I just said it came out wrong
Yeah.
because my brain was working too fast for my mouth. And as soon as I said, I went, oh, idiot. Why did I say that? You know? My publicist wrote an apology that I didn't write.
Oh my God!
I was like, oh, that looks good. We'll go with that.
We're good to go? You ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. What's poppin'? It's your girl, Mami Tiff, here with Complex News. And today I am here with actor, comedian, podcast host, and who's currently on a stand-up tour. Everyone, Gary Owen.
Thank you.
Right.
Thanks.
Our live studio audience.
Taking back the COVID days in here. Nobody in here.
How are you today? Welcome to New York.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm good.
Are you excited that you're on this tour?
Yeah, it's my first nationwide theater tour. Like I've been doing theaters and clubs for years, but to have a promotion company just get behind you and really push it, this is my first one, so it's exciting.
Congratulations. Let me ask you, what inspired the name behind this No Hard Feelings tour? That's like a...
It's kind of a play of cancel culture kind of went away. I feel like it had its little 3-4 year run, and then it just kind of, everybody got tired of it, I think. And
cancel culture went away?
I believe it did. Stand up, just for stand up.
Okay, I was about to say.
Stand up it did.
Okay.
So I was like, I think people got tired of it when it comes to jokes. And I was like, yeah, so this is just like, hey, if I say something that you don't like, there's no hard feelings, baby. I'm just here. Because I think people take it, if you do a joke about somebody in a wheelchair, right? Mm-hmm. And somebody knows somebody in a wheelchair, I think people in the audience taking it personal. They're like, he's talking about my Uncle Jim. Yeah. I don't know Uncle Jim. I'm not talking about him just because he's in a wheelchair, you know what I mean? I think that's where the problem is when people go to stand-up shows and get offended. Yeah. But I don't think a lot of people go to stand-up shows and get offended. I think people get offended online when they see a joke.
That's
I think
true.
the live shows are different.
Yeah, I think people too, when they go to your show, they kind of expect what kind of like, type of comedy you're gonna give to them and like, and whatnot.
I think they want it too.
Yeah.
They want that to make the uncomfortable comfortable type deal.
Would you say like in life currently you're in your no hard feelings era too?
Yeah, that's a good analogy. Yeah. Yeah, I don't get offended by anything, and then I feel like with everything I've gone on the last couple of years, I'm at a point now like, I'm just trying to relax.
Yeah.
I just want to keep the peace amongst everybody, friends, family, acquaintances, I don't know, Starbucks workers, anybody.
Starbucks workers.
It's not that serious.
Yeah. Okay.
Even this interview, you know what I mean? I knew I was a little late.
We're chilling.
I was a little late.
You weren't. It's okay. You're fine. We're chilling. We're chilling. You brought up cancel culture specifically, but I feel like you've never been canceled. Like you've kind of gone unscathed.
No, I didn't. I had the Special Olympics come after me about 10 years ago. I don't think it hit news as far as your audience. There was a certain audience it did hit. But I have a special needs cousin, and I did a joke about her, but I said the R word, right? On stage.
You. Yeah.
But there was no malicious intent.
Yeah.
I wasn't putting her down. It was more of a description.
Yeah.
It was painting a picture for people.
Yeah.
Oh my God. People heard that word. It was just a word is what bothered people. It was a trigger point. I was like, oh, they were coming after me left and right. I had to fly to DC and meet with a bunch of representatives. I was like, what is going on right now? How did it get to this point? So I did go through it a little bit.
Was it helpful though to go through that process? Like what did you take away from it all?
Absolutely nothing. My publicist wrote an apology that I didn't write.
Oh my God!
I was like, oh, that looks good. We'll go with that. I learned nothing from it. It didn't change my mind.
No.
I still stand by it was a joke. Mm-hmm. So yeah, my publicist wrote a amazing apology that I had nothing to do with. But I sounded very well versed. I was like, wow. I don't even know what half these words mean.
You do a lot of crowd work, and you're really good at that. I feel like that's a certain level of talent that you either got or you don't. Mm-hmm. After a show, have you ever gotten pulled aside by someone in the audience who you've done crowd work on and they were like, oh, that kind of hurt my feelings or offended me or?
No, I honestly, actually it's just the opposite. They're like, hey, when's this gonna air? I think it's people it's their way to be on, they're famous. I've had more people hit me to be like, oh my God, thank you, I'm going viral. They're going viral and they're so excited about it. I'd be like, what? Okay. And their viral is different than what I consider viral.
Yeah.
It'll be like a couple thousand views. I'm viral on Instagram. I go, not really viral like that.
But to them it's different because you're used to be on social media, big presence, so.
That's true. But no, I've never had that happen. But I'm not mean.
No, I don't think it's about you being mean, though.
I'm doing crowd work. Even when I'm
Yeah.
talking about somebody, I'm not ever mean to
Yeah.
people. Because I get it. You paid money. You came to see me. I don't want you leaving there with a bad taste in your mouth, or he attacked me. We're having fun. And but if you really look at my crowd work, though, it's very self-deprecating because I'm usually saying, yeah, I'm not like that.
You bring it back to yourself. Yeah.
The girls, I had one last week where I said Africa was a country, and the girl corrected me, and I went, oh my God. And then she asked something like, I said, well, she said she's a diplomat for Africa. And then I said, what exactly is a diplomat?
Right.
And she goes, you don't know? I said, I didn't know Africa was a continent. You think I know what a diplomat is?
Lord.
So I'm putting her down, kind of, but I'm also putting myself down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you knew Africa was a continent. You just said the wrong
I just
word.
said it came out wrong
Yeah.
because my brain was working too fast for my mouth. And as soon as I said, I went, oh, idiot. Why did I say that? Right. It's almost like somebody saying, hey, what state you're from? And you say, Milwaukee. And you're like, that's not a state, but it comes out too fast.
Is there anything at your shows that like you're afraid to even bring up, that you're scared of, especially like within the current world of events that we're in, that you like, I definitely can't joke about that?
Well, comedians know nothing divides an audience faster than politics and religion. So I definitely stay away from politics because I'm not versed enough. Like I felt for Jelly Roll a little bit. They took his Grammy moment and turned it on him. And I go, if he doesn't want to speak about it, you can't force him. And he said, I'm a country dude, I got out of prison. And he goes, I'm not as versed as other people. That's how I am with politics and everything. I go, I don't know enough. I'm not Bill Maher. Some people you go to see for that reason. I said, but I don't know enough about it to speak on it.
Do you think there is a level, though, of privilege to not being as well-sound because it might not be on your front door?
Listen, I think with stand-up especially, you know your brand. My brand is not politics. I'm never gonna be at the RNC or the DNC reporting. I don't want no part of that. You're not gonna see me at a CNN gala. I'll probably never do the president, what's that thing to do with the president every year? The State of
correspondence
Union?
dinner?
Yeah. I'll never do that.
Which is crazy because that's like where the comedians come.
I'm not versed enough. Now, if you want me to do the Super Bowl, or some stuff like that, yeah. I could do the Source Awards.
Okay.
But I can't do that.
What would you do at the Super Bowl? What would you do?
I'm saying if you want to hire me, there's athletes.
Okay.
I'm a sports fan.
Right.
So I could do that all day.
Right, because you're a big Bengals fan.
Yeah,
Big.
huge. But I like sports in general, so I could easily do stuff like that. But politics is not my strength.
Understood. Now, a little bit outside of comedy, I know you've talked about recently in interviews, it's been, I think, a little bit over a year now of you being able to reconnect with your eldest son. How has that journey been for you? Your journey in relationship, how has it been since being able to reconnect with Austin?
Oh, yeah, it's been good. Dang, you know his name and everything. Yeah, you took that personal. No, it's been awesome. I had the twins.
Yeah.
And so, they love him to death. He loves them to death. I feel like they've helped the relationship a ton. Because he'll call me and be like, I gotta get out there. I gotta see Roman Royal. I gotta see him. And it's funny, I like when they FaceTime and as soon as they see him, they recognize him.
Yeah.
And just they're having trouble with their S's. They're like, Austin. So I really think they helped. It's been awesome. He does what most guys at his age do. He be calling for stuff though. Dad, I need this.
Oh, he needs what is he?
Funds. You need the Cash App, the Zelle, the Venmo. How many do you have, bro? You have everything. So that comes with it though. But no, it's great. I know. Cool thing is I've met all his friends now. I met his coworkers, and he's very well liked. People love him to death. He's a good guy.
I'm happy for you. I'm glad to see that relationship is going in a great direction for you. So that's awesome.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. And also, you spoke out in interviews, particularly on the Breakfast Club. You talked about how all your beefs have been fake.
They're always fake.
Does everyone that you've had these fake beefs with know that they're fake though?
I think if you watch the interview, so I just did the Breakfast Club again, and I went off on everybody with a Netflix special because I haven't had one, and I just trashed all of them. And I'm like, I know they're gonna clip it up to make it look like I attacked either Donnell Rollins or Kevin Hart or Dave Chappelle, but I trashed everybody, and it's all because I don't have one. You know what I mean? So it's
is
like
this
that
your
bitter
strategy
guy.
to get one?
I'm at the point where I don't really need it, and there was a point where I felt like I needed it. I need the Netflix special to take me here.
Yeah.
Now I don't feel that way. Now I'm literally like Morgan Freeman in Shawshank at the end of the movie. Remember, he's trying to get parole and he played the game. And as soon as he ran, I don't care. Just flick your little pin. Next thing you know, he's on the beach with Andy Dufresne working on a boat. I was like, oh yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
You're
like,
at that
you
point.
You don't need it. I think we always talk about the negative of social media.
Yeah.
But for a stand-up, I said, it's your own network. Use it that way. Probably about 8-9 months ago, I started pumping out clips every day. I got with my team and I said, we got to post a stand-up clip every day. Because I looked at the landscape of TV back in the day, and the highest paid people, and I feel like the most recognizable people, was the judges and the talk show hosts, because they're on every day. Everybody knew Judge Judy, everybody knew Jerry Springer, everybody knew Maury Povich, because they're on every day. And I was like, that's what we got to do. We got to take over people's phones, laptops, iPad, and every now and then you'll get that one that hits, like really hits. And then you're off to the races. Yeah. And then it's crazy. As soon as you get one that hits, you're like, man, it's been a month or two, I ain't really had none to hit. Something else will hit. And it's something you don't see coming.
Isn't social media like, it's that you get like, it's so up and down. Like you get a high viral moment and then like the next day you're like, okay, I'm back at regular, but then it comes again. Like it's like a
roller coaster.
It is, yeah. I've noticed you talk a lot, or you react to a lot of Drewski skits on your podcast.
I love that dude. He's the funniest one. He's the best.
You refer to him as the sketch goat.
He is.
Why do you think he deserves that title? Like, what is it about Drewski that you think stands out from the rest?
I think it's accurate. The preacher one, right? All the churches got an uproar.
The mega church?
Yeah. And I was like, that's exactly what you do, you know? I was like, when he did the red bottoms, why do I got them on? Because the blood of Jesus? I would have never thought of that. And the way he did it just flipped them up. I was like, it was so brilliant. My favorite one is the redneck at the NASCAR.
When he did whiteface.
Man, well, he did the whiteface before with the white
Right,
rapper.
yes.
But then he went redneck on.
Or the white boy in the hood.
Yeah, the white boy in the hood. Yeah, that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he did the redneck one, I go, he said something in that sketch, and that's exactly how all my uncles used to talk to my aunts. I was like, whoa, he did research on that. Come here, Nana. He said something, and he smacked her and went away. I go, that's how all my uncles talk. That's how all of them talk.
You saw your family within
100%.
Yeah.
100%. You know, I was like this. It was so accurate.
If he ever hit you up and was like, let's do a sketch together.
Yes, immediately. I'll be on the next
We need
flight.
to go ahead and clip this. Drewski.
And Drewski's cool. Like I shouted him out probably 3-4 years ago before he really popped.
Yeah.
Him and Desi Banks. I was doing Cam Newton's podcast.
Yeah.
And he was asking me how I feel about the young social media comics. I said, I learn from them. I don't fight it. I'm not the OG like, this ain't real. They don't have to grind like us. I go, dude, if it's funny, it's funny.
You embraced it.
I'm looking at it like, how can I learn from them?
Yeah.
I never was one to fight social media. I was like, no, I'm gonna, and it's been the best thing for my career.
Yeah.
Has been social media.
And speaking of just like comedians in general, out of like stand-up comedians, if there was a boxing tournament, who do you think would win? Do you think you'd win?
Out of all the stand-ups, who do I think would be a hard fight? Because I'm a pretty big guy. Stand-ups aren't that big. Kevin would be hard because he's small and he's wiry. Like I've been around, like he's tight. He's wound tight.
He's in shape.
Because when we did Ride Along, I had to beat him up, and I was like, dude, you're a little rough. Like a little kid, like the kid at recess with the hard head. Like he's really he's really compact. I don't think he'd be an easy out. Like some people be like, he's small. I think he'd be tough. I think Chappelle be pretty easy because he smokes. He's gonna gas out fast. I don't think Bill Burr would be that tough. He would talk a lot, but I don't think he'd be tough. Who would be a tough comedian? Yeah, we're not a lot of badasses out there.
There's not a lot of badasses out there.
None of them are in great shape either. I think Kevin would probably be the toughest. Even though he's small.
I feel like somebody needs to set that up in the stand-up world to like, I think that would be great to see like stand-up comedians.
I don't know that. I hope I'm never that desperate for money and attention that I have to go to celebrity boxing. Because you're basically saying, yeah, these jokes ain't working like I want. That's really what you're saying.
Yeah. Outside of, I mean, you kind of brought up like acting with Kevin Hart, but we haven't seen you in a movie since 2023.
I know, right?
What are you have anything?
We filmed one. I did one with Megan Good. She directed, and Terrence J in it, and D-Ray's in it.
When is that coming out?
We filmed it.
When did you film it?
2 years ago. So I don't know. I'm at a point now where I've gotten offers, never to be the lead. It's like the cop or the second buddy. But I would have to take such a pay cut. I would look at it like, is it really gonna move the dial if I do this? And if it doesn't, then I'm just not gonna do it. There's a couple films I got offered, they wanted to hold me for like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
I said, can I get the weekends off? And they were like, no, we really need you for 6 weeks. And I was like, I can't, just financially looking at it, the money I could generate in 6 weeks is stand up on the road versus what you're paying me to do this movie. It just financially didn't make any sense. And, it's a movie with Denzel, Brad Pitt.
Right.
Yeah, I'm definitely doing it. I
that.
could care less about the check. This wasn't that. I'm not gonna call out the actors, but it wasn't the A-list you think. It was recognizable faces, but I was like, this isn't gonna move the dial for me. Nobody's gonna see that movie, and I'm looking at the script like, this isn't gonna do nothing. There was a time I would take whatever, but that's really why. And I don't wanna make it look like my phone is ringing off the hook either. It's not. It does ring a couple times a year, but it's not like I'm just looking at scripts going, no, I'm good. No, this is, I don't feel comfortable with this role, Not doing the Matthew McConaughey when he was turned down all those rom-coms to do Dallas Buyers Club and it got up to like 20 million or something. I was like, no, that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do get those calls, but that's really why.
Yeah.
To me, what's making the money now is the clips. And
social media.
Social media is making them, I'm talking about on the road. That's what's moving ticket sales. Something comes on I think would move the dial, I would do it. But that's what's moving the dial right now for me.
Yeah.
I don't want to get out of their algorithms either. Once you're in,
Yeah.
you're in.
Yeah.
And you want them to be like, when this clip pop? When did this clip come out?
Yeah.
I want them to be like hard to keep up with.
Yeah.
Like I had a guy propose to his fiance, or proposed to his girlfriend that became his fiance. And I said, we got to get this out immediately. I said, because he just did it.
Yeah.
And it's almost like he paid to see me, he came out, let's do that for them.
Proposing at your show.
You get that a lot though. You get a lot of people asking, but you vet it, like, is this the right venue? I can't do it in a big theater.
I was gonna say, how do you feel about that? I was just interviewing people today on the streets of like, what's the worst place for you to get engaged at? Are you okay with people doing it at your show? Or?
Yeah, if they ask and they're longtime fans, I've probably done 20, 30 proposals over my career.
Yeah.
All I gotta do is fall back.
Okay.
It's easy for me. I just gotta figure out how to get them on stage without the girl knowing what's going on.
But have you ever like played into the proposal with them in a sense of like, they asked you to like say a specific line or they wanted you in on it?
Oh yeah, I'm always in on it. And usually I'll be messaging whoever the dude is and we'll figure it out. Or I'll be like, hey, night of the show, remind me. And then I'll have my road manager go grab them.
Okay.
And then I'm like, I'll meet them in the green room. And I'm like, how you want to do it? Someone come up with these ridiculous ideas. I go, we're definitely not doing that. For sure.
What's the most ridiculous?
Like one guy was like, my girl, she's a really good singer, man. If you could have her like say, hey, come sing a song on stage. I go, oh, this ain't karaoke. I'm not about to bring your girlfriend on stage to sing a tune and then you can come up and propose. That doesn't work. I had to nix that.
Okay,
and that ended up being one of the better proposals.
So what ended up happening then?
I have t-shirts, merch. You got merch. So I said, hey, I got these t-shirts after the show. I said, look, and we always draw names. Every show we give away a free t-shirt. And literally, I knew who it was. We acted like, I go, so we do this name. Where's Chuck Smith? Come get your t-shirt.
Right.
Then I played it like, oh, that's your girl?
Right.
Give her a shirt.
So that's how you set it up.
Yeah, then they come up and I go, how you feeling, Chuck? And then, you got a joke or anything?
Yeah.
And yeah, I got a joke. And then he flips it on the girl. Boom.
Okay.
I've never had nobody say no yet, so.
Cause
Knock on wood. That'd be awkward.
right. So how would you?
Oh, that'd be a great clip though. That'd be a good clip.
What would you say is the craziest thing so far that has happened on this No Hard Feelings tour?
Well, we just started. We're doing 100 cities. We've got like 45 on sale. So it just started. So nothing wild's really happened yet.
Okay. Or in general, like what was the craziest thing that's ever happened at one of your stand-ups where you were like,
Oh my God.
oh my God.
I had in Atlanta, a guy kind of rushed the stage. I couldn't figure out why. I go, what's he mad about? Like I wasn't talking about anything crazy. And then they got him off the stage and they got him at the door and he ended up having a gun on him.
Oh my God.
And I was like, whoa, what is going on here? So
Yeah.
he never tried to pull it, but the fact that he had it on him and got upset with me kind of shook me a little bit. I go,
Of course,
whoa.
yeah.
They said, no, the cops came, pat him down. I said, you know he had a pistol. I said, shut up. The manager told me, I said, the dude had a pistol
I
on
can't
him.
wait you hold on.
Oh, God.
Shut up.
Yeah, shut up. The guy had a gun. You know? I was like, whoa, the guy rushed the stage with a pistol on him.
No, that's terrifying.
Yeah, but I didn't know when he had it.
Yeah.
I didn't know he had a gun. I'm like, oh, that could have went left.
Well, yeah, like does that scare you for,
It's so rare. And the fact that, somebody can even get to this stage is so rare. I've been doing this, 27, 20 years. I can only say 3 times somebody ran on the stage. And 2 times was right in the beginning of my career. This is the only time I would say as an established headliner this has happened.
For people who want to come to your tour, or go to your tour, what do you hope the audience takes home with them?
It's so simple. You just want them to feel like they got their money's worth. And you want them to leave in a better mood than when they got there.
Okay.
It's pretty simple.
And that's all you need.
There's nothing worse than going to see a movie at a theater and you walk out like, what did I just watch? And then you're calculating the popcorn and the soda. Like, this is the biggest waste of $75. So I want people to leave there like, yeah, I underpaid.
Okay.
I wish I would have paid more.
And outside of your tour right now, is there any other projects that you're working on that we haven't seen yet, or?
Oh, my next special comes out March 7th. It's called No Hard Feelings. I really went off the rails there.
Right.
We had this set up before the tour got set up. So we filmed it at the Lincoln Theater in DC. It's going to YouTube.
Okay.
Well, we might submit it to Netflix. I don't know, and I'm at a point I don't care. Because here's the thing, if we give it to them, we're telling them, you have to give us an answer by March 7th. It's gonna air on March 7th.
Yeah.
I'm at a point now where I'd rather just get the offer from Netflix and then we'll shoot another one. I just don't want any restrictions. I don't want somebody telling me what I can and can't say. So YouTube just kind of posts it up there, and I think there's been a couple comedians, Ali Sadiq has shown what YouTube can do.
Yeah.
I've seen some other specials on YouTube. I was like, that was good. That should have been streamed somewhere. I'm talking about production quality too.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the camera angles and the sound. I know I don't really watch a lot of stand-up specials, but if what I'm watching is not the jokes, I'm
You're
really
watching the quality
like,
of the video.
yeah, like, oh, that was kind of dope how they came up and got that angle, and oh, they cut too soon. Like, I want to see his face.
Not you a social media snob.
Yeah, I'm looking at like, well, when stand-up, I'm doing it so long, I go, oh,
Yeah.
they should have got a close-up on his face right there, or something. Like, I'm looking at stuff like that.
Is there anyone right now that isn't quote unquote mainstream in the stand-up space that you feel like people should be paying attention to, or that you'd like to give your flowers to?
2 of my guys that open up for me, T-Robe and Adam Fink. I always think you got to give love to your openers because they're out there grinding. And then Rob Rodriguez too is the third one that opens up for me.
Okay.
That's the thing, like, I don't watch a lot of stand-up because I'm doing it so much, and I'm with my guys.
You're not checking the field?
You know why I don't? I don't want to ever think my jokes aren't mine. I've seen too many times comics, they're quick to accuse other comics of stealing.
Right.
And I'm like, our brains kind of are wired the same.
Right.
It is possible to have a similar topic and a similar take on it.
Yeah.
So I think we're quick to accuse people of that, even though it does happen.
I was about to say, have you seen something you were like, that's my shit? Like,
I saw a sketch that came out of one of
Okay.
my jokes.
Okay.
And I was like, so I went straight to the producer. I didn't go to social media with it. I went to the producer. I said, where'd you get that joke? Where'd you get that sketch? And he was like, I'm not sure. I go, well, find out who wrote it so I know where to direct my frustrations. And then he was like, this was absolutely, without a doubt, they took it. This was not something you could think of. He said, well, Gary, he called me back. He goes, I found out we have a think tank and we have everybody in the room, people just throwing out ideas, and that's just one of the ideas that got thrown out. I said, who threw it?
you said, I want to speak to them directly.
The fact that nobody could tell me how the sketch got written is all I needed to hear. You know what I mean? And the sketch was, one of my specials, I always talk about, not always, but I was talking about white guys can't say the N-word.
Yes.
I said, so I keep a black guy with me to say it for me. And so
Right.
I did this whole act out on stage. I closed my special True Story, which came out in 2012. That's how we closed my show, was him saying it when I say it, without me saying it.
Right.
This show called Chocolate Sundays on Showtime, it was verbatim. But they had a white guy and they had two black guys, and the white guy came out and acted like the one black guy owed him money, and he goes, you know, and the one white guy had a black guy with him, and the black guy said, man, I ain't got your money, and the white guy's like, man, you tripping, and he had the black guy say the N-word, and I was like, dude, that is exactly my special. You change the scenario, but it's the same.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, they straight stole that, bro.
Dang.
And I could tell you the origin of it. I was at the Improv on Melrose, and this black guy was yelling at me. This is years ago. And I said, I would call you the N-word, but I'm not allowed right now. That's what I said to him on stage, and the crowd goes, no, you can say it, you can say it. I go, no, I can't. And then D-Ray Davis was hosting that night. And D-Ray goes, I'll say it for you. I said, well, come on, D-Ray. And D-Ray came on stage, and we have the video of from like 2009 that this happened. And that's when you had the camcorders like this, you know, the flip out and everything. And then we have the video of that night. I was telling the producer of Chocolate Sundays, I go, dude, I can tell you where the joke started, how it came about. And then me and D-Ray went on tour and closed it.
Yeah.
In 2011, we closed our shows with that every night. When I did my special in 2012, I closed it, and then Chocolate Sundays came out like in 2015. We did it all over LA back then, so somebody saw it.
Yeah.
That was the one time I was like, you stole that. But other times, like, just because you have the same topic or even sometimes the same punchline, I'm like, they could have thought of it themselves.
Yeah.
Really good comedians don't trip off that because they know it's how you deliver it.
Right.
You know? There's a reason people are comics and some people aren't. So you know those people. You get in a room, they start telling a story, you're like, and it never ends. You're like, how long is this goddamn story? When are you gonna get to the end? And then when you get to the end, you're so checked out, you're done. Like, there's a reason some people are comedians, some aren't. Oh, there's some people, you know those people.
They drag it.
They start telling a story, you're like, oh my God, this is gonna take 10 minutes. And it's gonna be no payoff.
Is there anything outside of your tour, this special, something that we should be looking out for in 2026 for you?
Me to have different shoes on. These shoes are
Talk
really
about
bothering
why you are, because this happened off camera, but talk about
me.
why you were concerned
I wore
about
these shoes. Shouts out to Travis Scott and Chase B. But I realized I think they look ridiculous on my feet. And you guys are like hyping me up, like, no, I look good. I don't believe anybody in here.
Because they don't look crazy.
I thought they did when I put them on. I go, yeah, I miscalculated that. And I knew I had a long day of interviews.
Yeah.
So I go, I'm just gonna wear sweats and be comfortable because this is the only interview where people saw my legs.
We were aligned on that. Yeah.
I've been behind desk all day, and then I come here to Complex. I'm like, oh, we're in chairs. So I didn't think nobody would see it.
We're known for sneakers.
Yeah, and there's a lot of a black woman here. And black woman will let you know that guy looked ridiculous.
You don't look ridiculous. You're thinking about it too much, I promise you.
Yeah, just making sure. I was literally about to find out the Nike store and just go get some running shoes when I left here. Like, just throw these out.
Your shoes look great, but
I will have some new ones on in 2026 though.
I do want to thank you again for coming and speaking with us here at Complex News. Everyone, this is your girl, Mami Tiff. Thank you, Gary Owen. Go to his tour. We out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.